I got a friend who's a comedian. He wants to be on the David Letterman show, but he can't yet. So I just want to say his name. Brian Hersey. Okay.
From Houston, Texas,
The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, episode 1011. 1011. We're your Whiskey Brothers. We're taping. If you're watching this live, you're seeing this not when it normally comes out. If you're listening to this as normal, you have no idea that anything different happened. Yeah. It's so weird how all that worked. We were joined by Jerry Wayne Longmire. I'm Slade Ham. That's Trey Tudson. To my right, Alingan Mitra. Did I get that right?
Yeah,
perfect.
Alingan
Mitra. Our first time on the podcast, Trey joined us. We're meeting tomorrow. That voice you heard at the very beginning of the podcast before the intro played was Mitch Hedberg, and he referenced our dear friend Brian Hersey, who is no longer with us. We have a memorial service tomorrow that may be live streamed on our page anyway. I'm not certain. There's some people that can't make it, and we're trying to figure all that out. But so we raise a glass to him, and that's why you heard Hersey that at the very beginning. And cheers and stuff and drinks and things. We're drinking Brothers Bond, which was gifted to Trey and myself in Dallas at our shows by our good friend Lane Dansby, who's never missed a show. She catches everything in DFW and has made it down to many Christmas shows, and we're all fans. So to Brian Hersey, yuck, laugh it up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Goddamn.
Oh, that is good. You
like that?
So you and I were in Dallas. You were in Bastrop. Yes, and Trey, you were hard
Why
to
you say it
follow.
like that?
What, Bastrop?
Yeah.
Am I saying it wrong?
I know you ain't talking about pronouncing shit.
I said it the way I read it. Wait,
Okay.
is it Bastrop?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Bastrop.
Bastrop.
It's not Bastrop?
Yeah.
Ba-
No, well, there's no U in it.
What? Well, how much shit he didn't fucked up?
I don't, man. This
How
is,
many words has he fucked up?
Well, we got a
I corrected myself on that one.
there was, what was
Long
the one?
distance.
What was the one that you go? Wait, that's how you say that right at the beginning?
Apropos.
No, there was a different one that I said
Apropos.
something, and
You said apropos, and I said I thought that was apropos until like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Apropos.
he
I
reads.
just read it like I saw it.
He just says.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what
If
you
you
put
can
in.
believe this, I wasn't raised around people who had wide vocabulary. So
Jerry,
all
you
these
coulda
words
just
I know
said-
from books.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Fair enough,
fair.
Jerry. Sorry. about that.
So you were in Bastrop,
Yeah.
and your TikTok audience showed up.
Yeah, man.
You
I was
son of a bitch
surprised
filled the
as
room
shit.
up.
Yeah, so this is
sell it out, but
this
it
is the
filled it
same
up.
thing that we just did the show together. Same thing he's experiencing where people are coming out from straight
Instagram, man.
from
So
Instagram.
what
man.
do you got a big Instagram following right now?
It's not even that big, but I post every day, and it's stand-up clips. So I think people see my stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's a stand-up," and we'll go see him.
How much stand up do you have to record?
Every show I record.
So how much material are you putting out in a month?
In a month, it's probably like 15 to 30 seconds times 30.
Oh wow, so like 15 minutes. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's some like crowd work stuff, so that's not material. But in the beginning, it was all material. I basically recorded an album, chopped that up, and then was just like dropping that.
That's
Is there ever
fascinating. to
any
me.
repetition, or is it always new?
It's been so far new, but it's gonna get repeating
Yeah.
soon.
That would be an impossible task to keep up. That's why I was
a
curious.
little bit. The only thing I'm seeing is that sometimes people, once they get on board with you, you can drop something that the crowd generally doesn't like, but because they're your crowd, if you drop it online, they may still be on board with it.
Okay, so
I've had some of that too, where I have jokes that didn't work, but didn't put it on there, and the people like you, and they're like, "Fuck, this is awesome." I'm like, no, it's not.
well,
I'm
on
never
behalf
doing
of
it again.
on behalf of the unfamous ones at the table, how
Yeah.
do y'all?
Yeah, right.
What's how long? I know how quick your path was. That was like January to now.
Yeah.
From when
It
you
was TikTok. What did
Yeah.
you do?
TikTok
His is
for
TikTok.
him, and he
After 18 years of nothing.
18 years and nothing. he got mad at chili in a truck, and his whole
And
career
this shit
took off.
popped. Now he's
Oh,
just
man,
yeah.
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 I gotta go to a truck.
Yeah, right.
So when did this start to take off?
It's been a slow burn, man. I've seen like other people tip pretty quickly after like one thing. For me, I've just been dropping like a clip a day since November, and it's just one,
pure
and then it's just like,
consistency.
yeah, it's literally like
That's not a long time though. Like November to April is that in most arenas you'd be like, that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
A to B, like nothing
yeah,
to.
I think in terms of like, let's say like Instagram growth or follower growth, it's just been not like, oh, a huge surge.
Steady.
It's just pretty, just like steady. But because I put one out every day, it accumulates into.
You
something.
spend a lot of time editing and shit like that.
That's my life. That's why like it's so sad.
You're-
That's not what I.
Yeah, you're like an
signed up
editor who does comedy.
yeah. What is this? Yeah.
I feel you.
yeah.
But that's what's fat. That's what nobody thinks about this. Like, I have the beauty of being around creators in all sorts of different arenas and not just stand up or anything else. So it's like you get to watch the end result. I get to see all your dumb sketches and things and stuff. Everybody's stuff comes across my feed, but I also get to have been there for all of what it took
Well,
to
you
make
What
it.
it got
sparked
to-
me
yeah.
into learning how to do it all.
It was all for Spoiler Room, and here's how you green screen, and here's how you put the pictures in, and here's how you do graphics, and here's how you adjust this and that, and no one thinks about all of that stuff. They're just like, oh, that's dumb. Left. And
Yeah. You're like, this is work. Yeah, that's wild.
I
But you
put
just-
out 2 less than a minute videos, and they take about 4 hours to make, to film, sit down,
Damn,
edit,
man.
and create and put together.
Yeah, it's so sad. But if it's the only thing that gets people out right now, let's do
That's
And
it.
what
it's
you
kind
gotta
of
do it.
fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy I keep learning more. The more I delve into it, so I kind of enjoy
Learning
that
like
aspect
words
of
and
it.
how to read. And
So
then
how did it work out?
Nice. I was gonna let you off because you do, but here we go.
no, we in here. We in this thing. There we go. Yeah. So how did it go in Bastrop?
Really well. Room holds 96, but I had 80 people
Okay.
come out. And
Why are you saying actual numbers? Just say you sold out. what the
Well,
fuck are you doing right now?
I don't want to lie.
Here's why it's impressive. 97 people live in Bastrop. There
Wow,
are,
right?
He wanted you to hear specifically that he brought
Hey,
out 94% of the
I had
population.
2 groups of people drive all the way from San Antonio.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
He closed 2 stores.
Yeah, absolutely. We clearly can't be.
Hey, y'all, we can't get gas till the show's over.
Come on, y'all know the 2 things we don't work with: the Strawberry Festival and Jerry Wayne Longmire. That's the 2 things.
And I was going to be at that too, so I was fine. I was producing that.
Yeah, right. I was
Was
showrunner.
that produce? Produce? Was that a pun?
Produce. Yeah, right.
Worked with 2 really funny comics out of Austin that showed up.
Boy,
did a
I'd
hell
never
of
heard
a
that
good
sentence
job.
in a row.
You gotta plug their name.
They're both hilarious. I can't remember the lady's last name. Her first name was Candace, and then there's a guy named Jonathan Pace, and
Okay.
both
Had a
just
good
tremendous. Showed up and really knocked it out of the park.
Okay.
Fucking great room, great little place to play, good pay, good gig.
It's
It was-
good when it comes together like that.
Yeah, it's weird though because it's like the first one I've really heavily like I did for ours like the day before, and we had some people come out from TikTok and whatever. So this is the first time like my crowd showed up
Right.
to a show, and I was getting like weird pictures and
Dude, my
compliments.
boots!
And,
So what was
no,
this
it wasn't
like?
none of that. But this dude walks up to me right after the show, right?
Okay.
This big Mexican dude.
Yeah.
And he comes up to me, he goes, "Hey, bro." He goes, "I sit on the toilet every day till my legs turn blue watching your videos."
Gee.
And I was so happy to
whiz.
hear that until I was driving home, and I was thinking, like, why were you so happy to hear about this dude sitting on the shitter? You know, like, but it just made me feel good
Pro
because
is
he
he's
was
so big
enjoying
it
my
probably takes like 10 seconds for his legs to turn.
He was just enjoying my content while he's on the shitter, and I was like, man, that makes me feel nice
cool.
inside.
I feel like
you
you
know?
found your people.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like you-
I got questions
Right.
because you're making fun of trucks and boots and
barbecue
chili and
grills
barbecue
and
and shit.
tools.
So who's coming out? What is this demographic?
Yeah, who were you
Oh,
thinking was gonna come out and who
and
came
who
out?
came out exactly?
I thought it was going to be a lot more dudes that sounded like me and kind of looked like me.
How
but
many of those
maybe-
do you think there are?
Maybe necessarily don't think like me, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay.
But it was actually a lot of women. It was a lot of women by themselves.
Well,
and,
goodbye, Rachel.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, but oh shit, they women, but they ain't the women I want. No.
They're the ones he wants. You know?
Hey, you need an opener?
You did exactly. I got
And,
a clean 15.
and a pretty heavy
a dirty
Hispanic demographic. So
yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Wow,
I was like,
dude.
"Goddamn."
You went after boots and trucks. Who'd you?
Damn, I didn't even put that together.
Are you kidding me?
Well, it's white guys that argue with me and show up and tell me I'm fat. You know, so I was like, I figure it's pretty much just
Damn.
hillbillies.
No, see, you're looking at this the wrong way. This is it's the same thing. We've talked about it. Remember the World War II planes, and they would come back and they would look at the bullet holes on the plane,
Okay.
and they would try to reinforce where the planes got shot, and that's how they would try to send them back out. And somebody smarter than all of them realized that those were the places where it was okay for the plane to get shot. You needed to reinforce the places it didn't get shot because those were the planes that
That
were
didn't
going
come
down.
back.
You were looking at your chat and you're looking at all these white people that look like you calling you fat. Those aren't your people.
That's not your
The
fans.
people are quietly sitting back with their sleepy legs on the toilet
double tapping
Double-
the ass out.
Love this.
Orale.
Si se puede!
Orale.
Donde están my legs?
It was a fucking cool feeling, I'll tell you that.
Yeah?
It,
So
was,
how-
it was a really nice
and
reception.
the
after
shows
the
were
show.
good?
Yeah, the
How
show
long
was
you did?
incredible. Just like 45.
Yeah, 45.
That's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
beautiful.
Dope,
That's
man.
so
That's
beautiful.
really
How-
dope, dude.
you know what's doper? How
Really
many
dope.
bottles of whiskey did they bring you? How
None.
many?
Goddamn
That's,
none.
all right, well, Trey and I brought this
Yeah,
back
yeah.
from Dallas because this.
Well, yeah, but y'all had to do 6 shows for it.
You could add rations.
No, we did 4 shows,
We did 4
and
shows,
you killed it. Your Saturday early show was there. Have only been a few. There've been a number of shows in my career that I've stood off to the back of the room towards the end of the feature set and gone, I don't really want to do this anymore. and that was one of the nights. And I know what to
Thanks,
do,
man.
and I know the
Yeah.
beats, and there was zero problems. But it was one of those nights where I was very, very, very like, you're standing there and you go, man, that right there is the best this room's gonna do. It's just a matter of how many times I can
Okay,
get that
get that.
over the next hour. It
Yeah.
was brought. Cheers to that shit.
Thanks, man. I
That
really
was-
He
appreciate
was
that.
bragging on you before you got here.
Oh man, thanks,
Yeah.
man.
That's what I said.
He was
I
giving
told-
you your flowers, and they were just
Yeah,
laying
he
all
never
the fuck
gives
over
them
here.
to me, but he'll plant them motherfuckers around me.
He sprinkled them hoes all across the
Yeah,
table.
I mean it'll be shattered flowers.
I thought it was your memorial.
Scatter
I didn't know
flowers.
what the fuck was going on.
Well, here's the truth. That's what I said. I was like, man, motherfucker knew I was in a bad headspace and buried me anyway. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Hey, sorry about your friend, but good fucking luck.
Let me close on my A game.
Chuck Berry, they topped that motherfucker.
No, man.
Follow that,
Jerry
cracker.
Lee, Jerry Lee
Jerry
sing. That's
Lee
fucking
sang.
great.
No, man. I was
The best compliment I ever got from a headliner was after I sat in that room and Slade walked up to me and I would do the fist bump and he goes, "Fuck you."
Oh,
God
yeah.
I like to. I bring people
does
with
do
me who should never be with me.
Yeah,
in,
I
in
got
a
you,
perfect
yeah.
world, you go with me once, and then the rest of that shit's yours.
Yeah. No, I was worried, man, because there were people there. There were people there that was like seeing me for the first time, and there's all this kind of, and I was really worried about that. I was really like, I
that's
hope
your
they.
people.
No, here's the best
The one
part.
seeing you for the
Yeah.
first time.
We burying the lead.
No, yeah.
We burying the lead. This motherfucker walked a group of people.
Oh,
Listen
shit.
to me. He walked a 4-top so hard. He got into his Jesus material, and he once he's into that,
don't know.
the blah blah blah, and this table of black.
It wasn't Black Pussy is too big.
It-
That
no,
wasn't
I
that
never
joke?
did it this weekend because it was too many white women.
Yeah, that was.
It was too many white women to do that bit because they own comedy. Once they complain, you fucked. You have to deal with whatever's coming with that.
Jerry Wayne, this black group got up, and all I heard was this man go, "He gonna put a curse on all of us." And
Wait,
he
it was
walked-
a black family? Oh, I thought it. See, okay, y'all. And
Oh, you 2 for 2 on those.
well,
bro.
and I must be
You know what I'm
listening.
saying?
Damn,
This is-
how the fuck that
You
led
ran
to a
off
week-
Black Sons of
Here's
Anarchy
what
from
you're
the last
Trey.
show.
Here's what you're not learning. Your demographic is white women. It is.
You're gonna do real well.
That had never
Right.
seen you before.
Never seen you before. Listen, but here was the most beautiful part of it. They left and they got all the way out the door, and the dude
fucking
came
done.
back in. He's like, I paid for these jalapeno poppers.
And that makes him extremely black. That was when y'all told the story. I was picturing a bearded white man, but then I was like, that is such a nigga move right there to come back for what you paid for. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, pre-purchase
It's it's a bearded white man move too, motherfucker. I ain't leaving no poppers.
We didn't say big bearded
Just
white man.
because I'm tired of
We
the
said-
comic. I'm
No.
taking my goddamn food.
No, but No, dude, but yeah, I will say this. It was very light. Like I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm saying anything where I'm bashing anybody or I'm even punching down
Right.
on people that are believers. I'm just kind of giving my perspective on what
Observation.
it's like. Yeah, it's an observation.
Did you see him walking out?
No, I don't. So this is what happens. I do the bid, whatever, blah, blah. I kind of hear some commotion, but I don't, maybe somebody's ordering. That's what I'm thinking. But then for like 3 minutes, I just don't have them. You know how it's like, this makes no sense. This bit was up here, it went up here,
Yeah.
and now I'm here, and it's like, it's weird. And then later I find out like the guy was waiting on the motherfucking jalapeno poppers. So
mean-
it was like everybody's looking at Dad before he stormed out. You know what I mean? So it was a weird energy in there.
It was.
But
And
they
then
didn't
he-
let him take the plate. Did he stand in the corner and eat them?
Bro, it's a Sonic basket.
yeah,
They let you take the parchment
it was
paper.
glass.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you.
No, we're
And-
not a high class club. This hyenas, baby.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
it's a fried food
I
place.
don't know nothing about that, Randy.
Yeah.
I-
But when he
I need my date.
Randy knows
It's a
where I
great
sit with that
club.
club. It's literally of all the clubs I've ditched.
Yeah.
That's the
It's
only
a
one
fun-
I'm still hanging on to. That place is home.
But
With
by
it.
the time he left, he left and then it picked back up again. And I was like, what the and then I found out later it was because,
That was so
Dad
fun.
took a drive.
That
You know what I mean? but that the lady that was I've never dealt with that before. I've had the bad Yelp review situation and all that. I never had somebody come up to me and be like, "You were funny, but when you did that one thing," I never had anybody give me that. That was the first time you saw me deal with that. I didn't know what to do. I'm trying to think of podcasts I've listened to when they had these
I said,
stories.
Jerry's got a story from the same damn room. Just
Yeah. What? Oh yeah.
how
Yeah.
do you
Yeah.
not know how to handle?
Yeah. I didn't know what to do. I just kind of was like, it was just weird to her to be like,
Fandom ruins everything, and that fan club is the worst.
It's
just weird to be like, I love Jesus and I love dick jokes. I just don't like dick jokes about Jesus. That's fucking like weird to me. Like she was grilling me, man, and Slade was no help.
well, no,
I was blinking at you.
Yes,
That wasn't
I-
me trying to straighten my eye.
I got you.
I was like, hey, brother, can you
only got
can
closer
you
so
make
I
her
could
cry too?
push you out of the nest again. Learn to fly.
This was him. He was like, no, that's your Jesus bit. Like, they was okay with mine.
I went up
You
and
just
did
remember
mine.
that the next time somebody's hanging out here and don't want to leave. Just be like, oh, you making some, I gotta go, bro.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. You mean the way y'all do every fucking time somebody? All right, that's. You mean do exactly what you always do?
I ain't never abandoned you, son.
You got.
You'll break this bitch down.
Sometimes
What you, I got a question. What are you gonna do? Because people are coming from Instagram, from social media.
Yeah.
So how you think you're gonna handle if you at a show? Let's say you do a joke and it's offensive,
Mhm.
and afterwards, how we did the meet and greet, somebody comes up to you like, "I hear you're great, but I'm gonna have to unfollow you because I don't agree with your views on."
Dude, I
how
start
do you-
laughing.
You
I
start
j-
laughing?
I start laughing. Whenever somebody says something, like, I literally just start like I can't control myself because I'm just like it's so absurd what you're saying to me.
yeah.
It's very rude to the person because I laugh at their face.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
at the same time, I'm like, this is pretty. It depends if they're being nice, but if they're being like not nice about it, I just start laughing,
Yeah.
man. It's like, what are you? You're an adult,
This is what
and
she
this is
told
your
me.
this is your stance right now.
I remember she said, I said, you could have just not came over here. Like you could have just not. You could have just disagreed with whatever I did and just went home. Blah blah.
It requires an enormous amount of energy.
And she said, "No, I had to. The Lord said for me. He told me to come over here." And my last statement with her was, "He don't talk to y'all no more." When was the last time the Lord really talked to a motherfucker? Like it's been a while.
And please don't. And please don't talk to me ever, because that's never worked out good for anybody.
Jerry's gonna be on his knees. Dear baby Jesus and Randy Butler, please, please.
Randy
I just
Butler.
always think that every story you ever heard where the Lord talked to somebody ends up bad. Like, don't talk to me, Lord.
Motherfucker out here praying the club manager. This is crazy out here.
Lincoln, what
That's
is the so you're capturing stand up constantly, you're filming all the shows. What is your favorite moment that what have you posted that's gotten the most reaction? What's was it a joke or was it like an off the cuff?
I mean, jokes are the things that get the most, but there was one thing that I don't know, when I post, I'm just like, I never know what's going to happen. One of the things I posted was like a woman, because I asked like, oh, are there Indian people in the crowd? And then a woman chimed up and she said Native American Indian or Indian. And I've never had anybody question that. So I just laughed about that, and then it turned out she was Native American. So I was like, oh man, I feel guilty talking to you. I'm Indian. I can't imagine what white people feel like when they talk to you. And for whatever reason, that one took off.
That's funny. I think that's the magic. I don't understand. Obviously, I'm behind on the but if in terms of that short form, it's just like anything else. It's comedy, right? As long as you're creating an expectation, which is not what that ended up being, right? You're talking about it's looking like it's coming from this angle, and then by the end of the video, you're like, oh shit, that's the flip. Yeah. And when that happens naturally in a piece, that's what makes you go viral. That's what captures the attention, making sure there's that little flip there. It's not the basic, here's the joke I wrote. It's the oddness to the defied expectation.
I wish I had a better sense of it, because I feel like generally when I post stuff, I'm like, oh, this one's good. And then that one gets nothing. And then you're like, oh, this one? All right.
Every time I think I got it nailed down, I put one out and I'm like, shit, that didn't do anything. I'm going to delete that now.
Yeah.
So what's the rule then? You just do what makes you laugh, and then
no, I don't do what makes me laugh, because those are the ones that don't do worth the fuck.
Oh, so you're
I do go the opposite direction, because I'm like, man, if I'm posting stuff that I think is funny, even if it's not capturing a broad audience, it's capturing the people that I like,
the smallest viable audience,
and then they will hopefully be the people who come up because they're like, okay, this is what this guy does. But
that to me, that smallest viable audience, which you're kind of doing, which I think the Makita drill and comedy crossover audience is like you're shooting for a small niche, and that I'm saying that sincerely. It's going after that. You're like, these are my people. Yeah, I'm not fuck all these other people.
I kind of look at it like there's this big following, right? And there's these people come out and they respond to a lot of stuff, but then I have a whole ton of my stand-up on there too. And I've watched how all that's grown, and the people that go out and seek that out. And so when I don't post, they go out and look at that and watch all that. And so I really base the actual following on the people that follow the stand-up.
Oh, that's
you know
dope,
what I mean?
Yeah, I got
because that's the people that are reacting and commenting on the stand-up and stuff. Because that other shit is just it's good for a giggle and it gets people's attention, but it's not.
That's not what you're going for.
Yeah, I'm not going to stand on stage and talk about fucking boots and trucks. I'm not. No, I'm not.
But,
I promise you, I'm not.
What's the dollar? $20,000 for you to do a boots and.
Well, okay, so I'm just going to do that one time, and then after that,
come on! All right, well, shit, Jerry.
I'm Larry the Boot Guy.
But at the end of your show, when you've done the stand up, this is what I know. A lot of guys that pop and do the thing, they do their stand up, and at the end of it, they just do a Q&A. They just do a.
He should, you know what you should sell? Fuck that. You know what you should sell? $200 front row seats and have them show up in their boots. Put them bitches on the stage and you D.L. Hughley over the last 10 minutes of your show.
People put their feet on the stage.
Put them on up here. All right, this boot right here.
Homosexual.
You slapped your mama. That's what. Yeah.
You got bad credit.
I'm just thinking. I would do that.
Yeah, man. But Captain Capitalism over here. So he looking to get a no. And hold on, wait.
He made me laugh because he was talking about the Indian and the lady responded because I said something about. I was talking about this dude getting scalped, and I said it was by a indigenous native of the Comanche variety, and this dude got mad at me and yelled, and he goes, "What's this indigenous shit?" And I go, indigenous, it's a word that refers to people that were already here. And he goes, that's one of those woke liberal words. I was like, no. What? No, bro. It's a scientific word with a specific meaning. It's fucking. There's no political.
Not in Bastrop.
Wow. Yeah, that fucker was from Bastrop. I guarantee it.
I don't sit on the toilet waiting for you to say indigenous.
It was so. What's this indigenous shit? Like I was so baffled by the question. I was like, fuck, I don't know. It's a word.
Dog.
Do you have merch? Do you do like merch?
Yeah, like hats and.
But no, like boot stuff.
No.
Not yet.
I really am happy that you kind of use that to grab the attention to then weed out the people to go to the stand-up. Because that's a fucked up thing to, you know what I mean?
People showing up to misspell slurs.
Yeah, but it's just like, you done found your smashing watermelons. and you just feel like I'm not smashing these hoes live. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll smash them for a
I'll
minute
smash-
on TikTok, and
smash
that's
them on
it.
TikTok. But if you come out, you getting the other part of.
But
Gallagher.
it was like your show tonight. It's nice to see proof of concept that
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
get. It was my first time really pushing it and utilizing it in that manner, and it was nice to see proof of concept. See that you can fill a room out and make a little money.
How cool.
And I'm fucking with Captain, but this motherfucker got me paid this weekend. I really appreciate it.
I do what I
he
can.
helped me sell some useless shirts. Like, boy, these fucking shirts ain't got no purpose attached to them. You know what I'm for real. They might well just be like, here's a shirt. Like, it might as well say, here's a shirt.
It's so not a shirt. He doesn't
It's
even pitch
not
it.
even a
He
shirt.
doesn't even pitch it. He's just standing out by the door with them at the end. And maybe you're like, what are they? Well, you too? And he's like, oh, yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah. My idea is just, if you like me, you just gonna want to buy some shit from me.
Yeah.
That's my idea. It's stupid,
No.
but it worked this weekend.
It's not even a bad idea, man.
It's like,
It's honest to God how we got Sears.
I don't have no thing. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, I ain't got no catch. You know, hey man, you like me? I get some shit that, hey, I can put my cologne on it or whatever. I rub my chest in it and give it to
Dylan
you.
said I did a shirt that says indigenous. My people would buy it just to burn it.
Oh,
Oh, wow,
my.
God.
Like,
No.
say what I'm gonna do with this motherfucker.
No, but I don't.
Turn indigenous into a positive word for those people and get them use it. You gotta get some mixed messaging on it. I don't know the right way.
Y'all are semi-indigenous.
That's indigenous to something. I don't know what, but yeah, give indigenous a better meaning or redefine it for those. Shit, give it whatever definition you want to on stage. They're not gonna know.
Yeah. You know how that lady was asking you which type of Indian
It's
is
just
it?
Spanish for indignant.
Right there.
Yeah.
They're French.
So big thing with me with Nigerian people. They come up, they see the cheekbones and I don't know. I've never been able to discover.
What is it?
What
What
is-
tribe is it?
It costs too much. No, I don't even know. I can guess the continent off bat. I don't know.
You have
where at.
Nigerian eyelids.
Probably so. And face wrinkles, right? Forehead wrinkles.
I don't know, but the upper eyelid is. I have several Nigerian friends. All
Yeah.
share the
This is
exact
good
same-
on
it's
camera.
The way you can identify, but it's like the way there's Ethiopian facial structure, like the bone
The
structure and the
cheekbone,
cheekbones
yeah.
and stuff.
Mhm.
Just Nigerian. Anyway, that's
Yeah.
some
Well,
similar
so-
features.
what is the eyelid?
It's like the. I'm trying to think how to explain it. The upper eyelid stays a little. It's
This is great. This is an
yeah,
awesome.
I
Jimmy
just
the
want
Greek
to.
moment.
I want to sit in
This
this.
feels like a extra thought
give
muscle
a fat
moment.
baby's
Yeah.
fake. No.
No, I
It
feel
ju-
you, I feel
Where
you.
it just your upper lid looks a little closed sometimes. Not
yeah,
all the way.
yeah,
Just
no.
you
I
see
thought
more
that's
of the
called
lid.
bedroom eyes.
You see more of the look. You see how you don't see any of Jerry's lids.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying.
That's all.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
That's it.
No, I got you. I'm
That's it.
fucking with you about how you was describing it. That's why you was
Oh,
like,
come on,
you was like,
motherfuckers. Y'all think I can't walk
there's
through
a lot
this
of
fucking
eyelid
water?
right
Come on.
there. It's like no, but it sounded like extra thigh muscle. The way you just that's what I'm saying.
What,
I'm not saying you
it's a
saying
calf
that.
muscle. And
Yeah.
you would know this if you
Calf
did
muscle.
23andMe.
Yeah, right. You were accurate about this. Buddy. Did a lot of research, but so I get a lot of Nigerian people that hey brother, whatever, and I'm like, no, I don't know. I mean, you giving me a guess,
Yeah.
and then once they find out I don't know, they don't fuck with me.
Oh, they turn on you.
Like they turn, they be like, oh, this motherfucker, and they just leave. I don't really know what to do with that information. You know what I mean? Maybe most likely I'm 90-something% Nigerian,
Just say it.
but also Houston's done more for me than Nigeria, so I don't really give a fuck. Like,
Are you gonna start calling yourself everybody's favorite Nigerian?
oh, never in the history of life.
I hear your favorite African's open. The
Yeah,
web,
yeah.
you at least get the website.
Nobody has a favorite African.
I'm gonna take it.
Nobody.
I'm from the southern part. You know?
Yeah.
Our favorite Africans are the Americanized ones. That's our favorite African.
Yeah, Jerry's part was apartheid.
Yeah.
That's the-
Oh Jesus. Well, anyway, Jerry, where's your next?
Luckily, my people don't know what that word means.
Right, either. It's indigenous.
He's a part of what?
So, where's your next rally?
We're here. You're in it.
No, that's cool, man.
Does anybody have anything coming up that's
Me and Hilla are going to be on a show at the Foundation Room this Thursday night.
Very cool. The Foundation Room here in
With
Houston,
Des White
Texas.
And Gerard Guillory. It's going to be a hell of a good show.
At the House of
Des
Blues.
has been trying to build this tour. He's been trying to build this tour for a year, and so we're going to try to make something happen with it. So
Perfect.
a little House of Blues run.
Nice. Trey?
Yeah, but I can't even. It's on TreyTutson.com. I can't
right.
even think of.
Oh,
what's
man.
the
You're going to Europe.
Yeah, that's the big thing. That's what I'm waiting on. You know
Oh,
what I mean,
when are you going to Europe?
We go in May 3rd.
Yeah,
Slade's
we
taking me.
leave
to
Oh,
the
that's
back.
right.
Yeah,
For a minute.
and-
Where you guys did all over?
Yeah, we're actually so we're
US
going
not
to
to Ukraine.
I can't wait. To find
It's
out.
funny that was on the
No,
list.
Berber.
That was on
and
it.
it got removed.
And then
I don't know where the
Beyonce.
I don't know where the dates are.
Because
that
you guys
they're-
support Russia. That's why.
It's a very pro Russia.
Yeah,
They're I like lines.
What's they shit?
There's
On
no
some Star Trek
no
shit.
emotion whatsoever.
Okay.
You cannot show any. Do not put hand in air. It will indicate happiness, and people will get behind you very difficultly. Listen, we're going to Lithuania, Bulgaria, Poland, Romania, Kosovo. And then I'm not sure what they're adding, but it's a lot of the folks who are kind of mobilized and working on those. So it's gonna be cool to go out and entertain the troops there.
Yeah.
Where are you online? Let these people know we've been talking about you, but let them know where to find you.
Yeah. So I'm at Alingon Mitra on Instagram and TikTok. My website is alingonmitra.com, but I also own TikTokComic.com. So if you go there, it.
Wait,
TikTok.
you own
Damn,
TikTok
how you pull that one
Comic?
off?
Smart.
Yeah, I was. I buried
How
the
long ago
lead.
did you buy it?
Not long ago, just a couple months ago, I saw it and I was like, the thing is, I feel no comedian wants to buy that.
Of course not.
It's like your worst moment when you buy it, but it's also your best moment when you're like, oh, I can buy this, so I got it. And then now, so like anytime I post, I'll because when you post on Instagram, people can't click on the link, so I say just go to TikTokComic.com and they can type that in very easily, and it
So do you
Right.
get?
to
I buy
alingonmitra.com.
comic book names and old defunct comedy festivals.
That's right. You you got
I have
Houston's funniest
Houston's
person from me.
Rachel has Houston's funniest.
Bought it from me. I should have auctioned that bitch. Had I. It's very good to have you on. You're going to stick around for our Friday episode, and
fun.
we will we'll be taping that here. Thanks to you guys hanging out with us in the chat.
You ain't got nothing going on this week, do you?
Yeah. So
yeah,
next.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, next tour day would be Bridgeport, Connecticut, at the Stress Factory. There, it's it's later this month.
That's a very good room. So very cool. Thanks for being on the show. Anybody else? Any last thoughts? Thanks to Hilla Felice for running back of house. We're collectively at Praise Whiskey. Make sure to go get us on Whiskey on YouTube on Whiskey. I'm on Whiskey.
Go
find
Whiskey.
us on YouTube. And bring us with. Hey, if you go to a Jerry Wayne show.
Bring whiskey, not boots.
He's
or
behind.
whatever.
I brought shit back from Vegas and Dallas now. This shit's on
Yeah.
y'all. So
Yeah, right.
Thanks so much to Lane for the bottle, and we'll see you guys on another episode soon.
I believe in good whiskey, and I believe in good times.